before this video even starts, I want y'all to be put in this perspective, right? I want you to be in perspective of your future self right now. You know what I'm saying? And you looking back on this video, and then I'm gonna be explaining the topic that we're gonna get into. But before you even like scroll, just make sure you do this. Put yourself in the future perspective of yourself. You know, say put yourself in 5 to 10 years from now, right? Today's video is gonna be about regret. And basically, all I really want to say is this, man. When it comes to regret, bro, in life, it's going to be certain things you look back on. You may have a business pitch that you always wanted to do, bro, and you did it, and it didn't hit. You know what I'm saying? Or you may have even wanted to do sports, play sports, and you didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? Say if you wanted to play sports and you play sports, and then you didn't make it to the big leagues like you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But main thing about it is you gotta make sure you do your best in both. But I say all that to say, don't live with regret, because regret is worse than the feeling of failing. You know what I'm saying? Regret is worse than the feeling of failing. And let me say it like this, because when you fail and you know you tried your hardest, you can be like, okay, that generally was not meant for me to do. Maybe it's something else meant for me to do. But then when you don't do something, when the future comes, you later on realize regret it, and you like, man, what if that would have worked, and that can happen with, coming up to people, talking to people, say you wanted to talk to somebody and you didn't come talk to somebody, you know what I'm saying? Say you had an opportunity, you didn't jump on the opportunity, your future self is going to look back on that and be like, man, I wish I would have jumped on that opportunity. And I'm going to give y'all a little story time like I do in all my videos about how regret, like, it's not biting me too much because I always live to see the next day, and I know that, but it's just the fact of like, bro, dang, if I would have did that, it just would have been so much simpler, bro. And here's the biggest regret I got. And it's just overall my business, even consecration. It's not too much in the consecration, but it's really my business, right? So, boom. If y'all don't know by now, my Instagram got sniped. Hold on. My fault. My Instagram got suspended, right? So I have no contacts on it, no nothing, right? But what I really should have did, but I was kind of scared to do, is a lot of my big contacts that I had, whether that was people that can scale my brand, whether that was designers, whether that was even artists, rappers, and things like that. I really should have locked in on the point where I was able to get their number in a sense. But look, I don't want to say scared, but I was so comfortable with like, okay, boom, almost nothing gonna happen to this Instagram. Instagram followers cool, we're gonna be straight, right? But say if I would have locked in and got their numbers, I would have still had that contact. But it's like now, I don't have the contact right now. Now, eventually, down the future, will it come back? Probably a lot of them, some of them maybe. I know some of the designers definitely will come back. Some of the brand scalers too. But it's just like, bro, if I had locked in with the number, I would have been all good. But look, I was so scared. And it's like, look, I don't want to say scared, like I was scared, but it was like, bro, why would I ask them for my number? It's like, I asked them for their number. I felt so comfortable with just Instagram. But it's like, I've realized, bro, it's like, I should have took that risk. It's not even a big risk. Like, I'm not even trying to make it seem like it's a big risk to take. But it's just something I should have did, but something that I didn't do, because ultimately, I don't know why I didn't do it. It's just like, bro, I just wasn't thinking that point in time. But now looking back on it, that's one regret I do have. No, I don't even want to say regret, but going on in the future, that's one thing I will do. Every like content person I meet that I can network with, I'm gonna get their number. Every clothing brand person I know that can benefit my brand, I'm gonna get their number. I'm really lock them down, because it's like, bro, if you don't, it's no telling what can happen to Instagram today or tomorrow, bro. So it's just, I just wanted to tell y'all that, man. If y'all got something y'all want to do, that's a smaller scale on things, but people can regret certain things. Like I said, certain people, they didn't put their all, and so say they wanted to do a business, say that was their ultimate goal, they didn't put their all in that. Say they wanted to do sports, that was their ultimate goal, they didn't put their all in that. And they looking back like, dang, if I would have put my all 30 years ago, I might have could have went to the NBA. Or if I would have put my all 30 years ago, man, I might have would have been a billionaire, millionaire. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about, bro, just doing what you want, bro. And you got to realize you live one life. You live one time, one chance, bro. So it's like, you got to make the most out of your opportunity, bro. And not only that, you really got to conquer every fear you have, bro. And it's like, you start to realize once you conquer fears and conquer certain things, that you get stronger and life becomes more better and more fun for real. Because, like, I ain't gonna say I was scared to talk to girls or nothing like that, but it's just like, bro, before I was just like, bro, so like, cut off by it. But now it's like, bro, if I see you and you look good, son, I'm gonna talk to you, bro. And it's just like, once you start opening your palette and looking at it like that, bro, like you live one time, what's the worst that can happen? You're going to start realizing a lot of these people that you would have said no to are coming back in your life and being blessings for you. Whether that's business, whether that's relationships, whether that's friendships, whatever. That's why I'm never too scared to say the first word no more, because I used to be scared to saying the first word no more. But look, I cut that out, and now I don't have that regret. You know what I'm saying? Wishing, dang, this person does this. We was doing the same thing, but we didn't even talk. You know what I'm saying? Dang, I wish I would have said something. But now it's like, bro, if I see you and it's like, you seem like a cool dude, bro, I'm going to say the first word, like, what's up? See what you want. You on the same type of timing, then that's perfect. You know what I'm saying? If you're not on the same type of timing, then cool. We don't have to be buddy-buddy. But it's like, you just have to realize, bro, you cannot live with regret. That's the main point of this video, man. But I ain't going to do too much more talking, y'all. Y'all make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button for me. Yeah, we posting every day. I don't even got the challenge no more, bro. Like, I lost the exact day we're on. Probably on day like 30 something, but it is what it is. I'm starting to do daily uploads. I hope y'all like it. But with all that being said, I ain't gonna do too much talking. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.